It's Bruce. It's Bruce. Just finished up a couple obsidian blades, which obsidian's boring. So I jumped to some Novaculite. Novaculite is a chert flint from the mountains in Arkansas, and it's famous for its being a whetstone. But it makes some great spear points also. And the Native Americans were quite fond of it because it comes in multiple colors and it's pretty easy to work. So what I'm doing is I'm working on the edge and do one side, flip it over. One side, flip it over. One side, flip it over. Squeeze. And what I'm doing each time is I'm making sure I'm putting my tip right on the edge. If I go in too deep, I risk breaking the whole thing in half. So each time I take a chip off, I just made a spot on the other side to make a new pressure point. I already worked on, been working on this for about an hour already, so it took off a lot of the fascia, is that the right word? Or is that something in the inside of an animal? I think I've got the wrong word. But that's okay. Working this piece of Novaculite. And I thought it was so funny. I was at a get-together where Flintknappers were making stuff, and I had never heard that word pronounced before, Novaculite. And I was saying something like Novaculite. It's Novaculite. And then I heard it for the first time, and I was kind of shocked. But that's the way it goes. All right, so at some point, I'll probably stop and redo the put a little sharper tip on my point, copper point. Flip it over. Sometimes I'll do a lighter pressure flake because I'm actually building the angle for the next flake as opposed to a thinning flake. And so the Novaculite can be touchy. There can be frost cracks. Oh, mosquito bit me. There can be frost cracks that you're not unaware of. It's been burned me before. It's nowhere near as bad as jasper. And what's pretty cool about Novaculite, I always think, is this is on Wikipedia. It's formed like any other chert or flint, which means it's silica leaching into old ocean beds or pockets or seashells. And this one stood out a little bit, saying that particular mountain range had dissolved, the chert had dissolved basalt in it, which I had never heard that before. And maybe that's why, I don't know, but maybe that's why the Novaculite can come in jet black, or it can be the whitest white. Never like when there's a strange sound. And of course, the other problem is what I never know because you can never know, is am I getting tired? And so meaning at some point, I'm likely to put my point on the wrong spot and break the whole blade in half. Happens. So very often when I get to this point, I will put the thing down and walk away for a month or for a week, for a day. And especially I know I'm just tired. But then, you know, what happens is sundown's coming and I'm getting all excited because it's a pretty nice looking piece of art. And then, bam, find the wrong spot. And then so shortly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind the edges off. I do a final shape on this spear point or knife blade, and then do a final edge. See, I'm talking. Do a shave it, grind it, the final sharp edge, and at some point even maybe a notch, maybe notch it. Depends on where I'm going for. It always depends on what the rock's telling me, and also if I am tired, my notches will be off, and then I'll end up with not a notch but a base. And then if I was going for like a Dalton point, which is like end of the Ice Age type point, I would have already been doing beveling, meaning mosquito, meaning doing a lot of twists on just doing one side exclusively and flipping it over. And what's pretty cool is you find them type of spear points with that twist. And as a kid, the story was the twist made the spear go straighter, like rifling. But the reality is, it's the beveling is just a factor of the type of resharpening. And I probably was not going to go for the Dalton point, and that's why I didn't do a bevel to this. All right, where am I at? 8 minutes. Okay. I'm going to grind this. It was pretty cool as a kid reading about the archaeologists would find these stones with a notch, and they didn't know what they were used for. And then what's the bird's doing? Then at some point when I started Flintknapping, came the aha moment. They're grinding stones. All right. Novaculite. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on the edge. Came up, it's got some pretty colors to it. Work on the tip, and then probably then maybe the final edge, and go for a knife. Hey, so Bruce out.